Well, after a very hectic day, road tripping through Atlanta, and our Visa cards and payment didn't work for many hours, I'm finally standing right here, right behind Arie Force One, flying past me as you can hear right there, and the clock is 6:30 p.m. over here, and I finally made it in the park. I had many problems entering the park in terms of payment, but I'm ready to ride this roller coaster. And Twisted Timbers, okay, give me a second. Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion did really surprise me. It was awesome, aggressive, so I have very high expectations for Arie Force One. So let's give it a couple of rides and perhaps 20. Now this is the entrance for the roller coaster, and then we have a test seat right here to see if you can fit or if you want to try the roller coaster. And we are now under the station, as you can see. There's the train right up there, and we actually have a bit of theming around here. If you look around, it looks pretty decent. And this is of course the stairs up to the station. Now, I did just ride this roller coaster many times. I don't really know how many times in total, perhaps 8, 9 times. I rode it 5 times in the back row, and then 1 time in the middle row, and a couple of times in the front row. And I can say one thing about this roller coaster, only one thing, perhaps a bit more. Arie Force One might be one of the best RMC roller coasters in the whole world. This is a ground-up built RMC hybrid roller coaster with the classic I-box. Just take a look at the design. White, blue and red track. It looks very patriotic yet awesome. And the ride experience is just as awesome as the look of this roller coaster. This ride is just filled with aggressive / extreme airtime, and that is typical RMC, but Arie Force One just turns this up a notch, especially those last airtime hills. I think I can compare those airtime hills with Magnum XL 200. You know, those triangular airtime hills, they are almost just painful, just like this one. But that Outer Bank airtime hill right there is filled with sustained ejector airtime. The Raven Thrust Dive though is actually best experienced in the front row with the turn and the whip. And in the back row you get a bit of pull, but that's mainly the only thing I think is better in the front row. Perhaps this airtime hill right here, the big one, before the roll over the, what do you call it, the arcade. I would prefer going mainly for a back row ride on this roller coaster if I should recommend something. And I actually talked to a few people in the station and the queue line. They also say, well, this is a back row ride, and I agree. So the only thing I have to say now is I'm gonna head back to the hotel, and we're gonna go to Six Flags over Georgia tomorrow. And Søren has waited for a while. He is right there because he didn't really want to pay that much just for one roller coaster. And well, he's not a coaster enthusiast. I'm the only one that is stupid enough to do that, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna say bye bye.